Close your mouth while taking a stool. Don't make me use my bonus back. Oh, come on. And you hear a smack, you get back in your car. I hear you rev your engine, you mad, huh? You get on my limousine, it runs out of batteries. Silent bit, keep on running your heat. Save the streets, cat 5 and 6. Levitated, intoxicate. We all sharing the party, bro. It's just you're watching this video 2 years later. I'm still bouncing. I've entertained 1,000. Still here, homes. Still here, man. Making dollar bills, making bricks. I wanna see you do some trick. Ain't found a real reason to have you around. But I ain't got friends, cause they steal your thing. I'm a bounce out of these. If I got a deal, so I chill with royalty. Man, we live. You just jealous. You wish you could stay up all night. You just jealous. You wish you had a spare room. You had a choice. Chose every little walk that you did to yourself. It ain't their fault. Come on, get real. This ain't a blame game. Your egos. That'll keep you from God, from really getting to know. Well, I've been tortured. Don't you think I understand your brand? Yeah, I know what 311 is. You also giving me blank stares. I like it. I'm hanging here, all because of the man upstairs. They chose to be free, rather be here than caught pushy. Broke my back carrying up a TV. Still can't get the job right. Calls the doc up. I'm not angry, just beat down like a battered dog. I'll come here if my name is called. But otherwise, I'll be back at my doghouse. Yeah, I'll give you half of that house. What you want, I get reanimated to be, we ain't done rapping yet. Wadry, right? Lights flash up behind. We ain't done rapping yet, what? Wadry, and lights flash behind with the Wadry sign. Cause I smoke weed and it shines through. Can we get that on camera, please? At the next earliest convenience. Yo, I'd be so cool to be like better than Michael Jackson videos. So we can hit the laughs, done it so many times, man. But right now we're chilling, getting our dicks up. That's why my vocal cords is down a notch. Man, I can't tell you how to win. All I can tell you is don't quit having sex. All I can say, man, is don't quit having sex. That's the best advice I can give. Don't quit having sex. Yeah. All your life that you know it will be destroyed. That's the only key that you got. Why you withholding like a bitch? Trying to do the upper stitch, huh? What's your right, hater? Trying to get back full of vengeance. You a sinner. Child's play bullshit. Have your mouth washed out with soap. Where's your mama at? Need to slap you up a bit. Cause you got behavior problems and need a mental evaluation. Come on, I know you can do it. The program is only 6 weeks. You can do it. I need to make you believe in this illness, like happiness. You can't act excited. It's bad. It's like the worst thing on earth, like bipolar. It's so bad, man, that it's so weird to flip out and have 3 emotions. It's so weird to watch an actor do good at his job. Maybe you're an actor, bro. Maybe you got the mindset to go over to Hollywood. But everyone around you is too stupid to notice your talent. And, you know, if you're going to be a bitch and give up your milk like that, or you could just grab your phone at your mommy and daddy butt and start recording in 4K, 60p. So these new cameras can shoot. It's amazing. So sometime, I wonder if I can use that in HDMI so I get 60p. Now there's an idea. Buy out my contract, keep my devices, put in an insurance claim, that last one, hook that bitch right up to lightning port. Is that right? No, HDMI. Is that possible? Then the only thing I need to know would be, of course, we're the main expensive box in the world. Shit, man, I can't sit here for like 5 more minutes. My ass for single marathon anymore. But I quit. I'm thirsty as shit. I don't know why I'm still here, yo. With my gums or nothing. I'm gonna go lay in my comfortable ass bed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when I wake up. I want to be up all night. But so today, in the last past 24 hours today, it's been let's say 12 hours. I don't know. Anyway, yo, I made 2 videos today. Pretty dope. So I'm wearing the same clothes. So I guess I look the same every day. Look good. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the flow. That homes. And we got it going on, ladies and gentlemen. I encourage you to join me and all of the fans at paltalk.com. Download the software for your phone or PC, Mac. Add this name, CWSPOD, to your buddy list, and it'll explain to you what room I'm in. Well, let's start smoking up some of this stuff here. We got a full bowl from yesterday. Let me show you this bowl. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a full stocked bowl. Hit it all way, Holmes. Let's go on and get ourselves a bit tipsy. I'd like to give a shout out to Wakanda. Yeah. You turn on my tag here. Oh, time is it, man? Damn, it took us this long to get here. Almost like to be here most of the night. We're gonna be making some music from beat CDs. We have to come up with 150 tracks. We're getting up to the 100 mark, so we work on it slowly, one by one. Oh yes, we'll get there. So thanks for tuning in. First things first, we're going to smoke some of that. So we got Haze number 1 in our product bowl here. Haze number 1. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting beats here soon. Getting high, getting comfortable, getting in my own element, and we will begin. Yeah, so I guess not making beats. The next stage in the process, we are looping it with a virtual DJ, making our 4 passes. Taking about 3.5, 4 minutes. That's what we're running now. We made about 30 this past week. We've been going a bit slower, but total we had close to 100 ready for the 3 albums. Soon we'll be 4. We've been at this for a month or so, probably longer than that, month and a half. The whole process, it's a process, and it's okay. I'd rather have a process than be a test. And like thinking too hard. I just want to come in here, do my drugs, and get lost, and just do it like the instructions say to do it. So I like that kind of lifestyle, and that's what making music is to me. I just gotta show up and look good. But yeah, man, you can find me on Pal Talk. I'm there tonight. Not really paying attention, but it is up there. Maybe once every few minutes, I just take a look at it. But you can join me there. We're listening to the latest contenders of CJ020, CJ022, CJ023. Like this one's kind of bad. That one sucks. Yeah, that one's bad.
So we gotta listen to them like over and over and over. Over and over. Over and over. 8K one direction. That's what 8K probably will look like if you look sideways. But 1080p looking this way, like you can really tell a difference, right? That's the game's on 1080p adapter, and so is this camera over here. Hooked up to a matrix switch, so you can switch it back and forth. So you gotta be careful with those, because like that thing could still be hooked on 1080 and then you hook it to the 4K one. So that's why you see me turn off and on. But you can see the quality difference. It's like 8K versus 2K this way, 1080p and 1080p. No, I guess that would be 4K. So that would be, if you had 4 1080p devices, you'd see it in great quality perfectly. 444 here. That one up there, you could hook up 4 1080p devices, but you could not display 1080p. This one is like true 4K, no matter how you look at it. You still got a 4K picture guaranteed, and so that's why you see me switching to this camera right here as the main one, because that one has a 4K box. Like I said, the screen's got a 4K box with game one, and then this one over here is 1080. That's how we do this, man, and it's hooked up to a Blackmagic Multi-View 4. I would love to get like a number 8, because you can split up the screen even a bit more, and that might be hard for y'all to see, but I really do like it for some reason. I don't know why I like this setup. I've always done it this way, and I wouldn't mind doing something different, but at the moment, this is all I got to work with. And I mean, good. I pull up my hours. So how well I did last time. I pay attention. Sounds different. I do something to the song though, homie. Go listen to that for hours. That's the definition of a good beat for what I need it to. Under the terms and condition of what Relatable Studios calls it beats. There are many ways to call it a beat or not. Notice I only put horses in there as I'm freestyling to better suit people who are used to horses, because we're not used to it. That we don't do, because that's like for lazy people. We ain't lazy, man. At Relatable Studios, we get it on. We got 300 albums. Push on. Now let's move this forward. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. Get it. 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 That's what. We're gonna make more video games. I think my vocals have gotten mature. I think I've come a long ways vocally. I don't think that's whether I suck or if I'm good, man. Like, I think my vocals have come a long ways. Oh, you see that crackling in the screen? HDMI noise. Oh, it's probably. Oh, yeah, man. I love call games. I need to continue to smoke. I love it, man. Starting to wear down just a bit. It's all good, man. Had a great day. Get back tomorrow. Put in like 5 or 7 days a week. And, I guess if I'm not doing anything, then anyone else will come in here. If I got plans, I'll go and do those plans, and I work this around my plans instead of my plans around this, or this around my plans. That makes sense? That's how you keep happiness. One way of doing it. Whoa. I knew that was one of them. I got Fast Finger Freddy. That's actually a term I learned from air crash investigations. When your finger's moving too fast, when your finger's moving ahead of your mind. Fast Finger Freddy. So I told myself, move it slow, right? Oh no! Ooh, if we landed on our side, we would have blown up. These are pretty dope tracks, gotta say. Good job, Justin. Did it again. Good job, Justin. Right. Great. So I got a new light there, and the light go past, get my whole face. So far, so good, but I think I need a few more of those. Those are working nice. Got the night light screwed into a LED light bulb real well. Everything in this house is an LED light bulb, man. That's just common sense to me. Like these LED light bulbs, even these fancy ones are 3 watts. I got a fan on the other side that's a 5-watt fan. And these light bulbs, when we bought this place, they were like 50 watts of light bulb and 4 in a fixture. That's 200 watts. And I replaced those with 20 watt. So you're saving 400 and saving so much. Like saving 380 watts. No, 100 and I don't know, man. Ever since I became power conscious, I've been on ball of knowing how much power I draw at all times. I don't care screaming. No text ain't screaming at me. I can still do my work. And my computer's not screaming at me. So I like chat with just text. And I show myself on video. Same video that you see on YouTube. And I sit in here and it's like I'm at the bar, man. I'm at the bar doing my shit, my thing. And I just like a fast moving room because it feels like people are walking across, And if I want to, I can relate to whatever they're saying, but it's just out there for company. That's it. It feels less alone when you're in a room by yourself all day. I don't really text. I just like to see the text. I'll watch it every now and then. I might say hi. That's like once a week. But if you want to get connected and pay attention, download Pal Talk for me. Add my name, CWSPOD. Like I said, it will show you what room I'm in. And now I'm in issues with race. They got genuine conversations going on 24/7. Today there was a problem with this Pal Talk moving slow. So that's why I'm in this room. This room is cool. I like it. A lot of cool people in here. I chill in here quite often. And they're not, I don't know, hating on each other so much. And we like being watched room. That was more of a party. Everyone's getting drunk. You're not gonna hold a conversation, or you shouldn't hold a conversation. It's just their party. But again, I just like to protect. And then I have this other room where I guess people I've known over the internet over the years just tend to go to that room, I guess. And like 20 years I've known some of these people. And we just, I don't know why we go to that room, but we go to that room. The Wakanda room. Weird, but we just meet up there sometimes it's okay. So, I'm like the last one to the party plus an hour before I'm like, all right, let's go to a different room. So make sure you bookmark those other rooms I told you about. And like, I'll just see you there. I'll see you at the party. Is that cool? Yeah, welcome to Creative Wind Studios. We have the party going on. CJ020 is the jam. 50 hot tracks as promised. We updated the GTA 5 with updated video games for my fans. What's up? Yeah. And I just showed you how Daddy does it. How does Daddy do it? Daddy does it. Daddy does it the way he did it. The way he do it. This is a 4-week. This is longer. This is like 6 weeks. It took us to get from point A to here. You got that time? Because if you do, you're chilling at home with a bad back, watching Price is Right every day. You need something better to do with your life. You could watch my instruction videos. You can watch my instructional videos, tutorials on how to make music while playing video games. It's a well-detailed layout. That's the slogan. How to get paid playing video games. And you can attend my 6-week class. We go through it one by one, step by step. And I show you, bro, you can be your own boss. All you gotta do is do what you love to do and accept it. accept that's the person who you are. That's the only way you can like give 100%. Is submit to the job position. Submit when you clock in. Submit when you feel the time is right to submit. Act it out like a play. It ain't so weird then. Ain't awkward. When the director says, ready, set, camera, and you bust in A, full action. You just did drastic moves. Front face, nice selfie. Why can't they have the same camera on the front as they do the back? Still feeling legit, yeah. Still feeling legit. Technology, my savior. Technology, the savior. Technology, the savior. Technology, the savior. It can be yours too, man. Don't let go of hope and faith. When there's a keyboard with your name on it, you gotta put it together like me. I was heaven sent. We ain't done rapping yet. It's the called signs. Is Wadre here? He needs to spit his novels, put spells, y'all lie yells, occupation. This was amazing, man. Never seen anything like it in my life. Feel like 70-mile-an-hour wind in Colorado Springs. You know, we're like a valley within a mountain. We're like on the side of the mountain right before it turns to a flatland. It was blowing here crazy. We lost power a few times. But man, yo, never go outside. So, I could have easily missed it, the whole thing. If it wasn't for my beautiful wife, I could have missed that whole storm. But baller. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Baller material. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Baller material. Yeah, man. My vocal confidence, amazing. What does my future have? I know just sitting here moving my lips, tomorrow will maybe a better day. From exercising this, I already got a singing voice, I ain't got no clue how to use it. Instead back here with gifts from Jesus. And God, man, I got more power than I know of. Rhyming around in circles, that's what I get. Step by step, department, racking up these hours of mastering. Just what I know, it's the right ingredient, it's just enough to change how I see the connected dots and my power range within them. Like I know how to do it, I do on some, but others, so I'm more of an observer. Like you walk into things, I'm gonna be the first talker. I chill and get my surroundings first, before I engage. I think it'll be hard to find me screw up in front of hundreds of cameras, besides my facial expressions. But you'll never find me like pissing in a corner. You'll never find me piss ass drunk, overeat on drugs. You'll never find like those bad pictures of me. 'Cause I live like my life is on camera, more stable than I want to be. I'm gonna be diving into it, and you're right there with me. Brand new shit, man. The producers did a good job on this one. The tracks are longer, I could do more in it, allows me to sink in the song. Most of these tracks are 4 minutes or so, 3:30 to 4. Y'all really heard my cries, didn't you? When I looked over to the Mario heaven, I was compelled to say, we ain't done rapping yet. Look at me now. Hey, Audrey, look at me now. I remember looking over at Mario heaven and saying, as if I was compelled. It looked like a question came to my head, and then I just spit out like I had no choice. But we ain't done rapping yet. Before I knew it, that was the beginning of the second chance. But it wasn't like where you got left off before. You're screwed up a bit and started following cars, stole gas, and all kinds of stuff. A few weeks after that happened. So the part of my brain that said things were okay, like right or wrong, don't do it, was disabled. Not for long though, but it was a weird moment in time that makes me realize, you know, I haven't been in many lives for a long time, but I've had dreams, I've had experiences, and even like the COPD symptoms is a great example. When I smoke, my body gets inflamed because of an overreactive immune system. So I suffer what COPD people have. You know, just a bunch of weird ass journeys like that. Like, okay, yeah, your life sucks. I would hate to have that. And, you know, when I was fat, like most I weighed was 325 pounds. It was up there. Like, at one point we had to have a doctor scale to weigh me. Unbelievable, but yeah, go through so much shit in my life, man. And now, yo, I'm cool with this. All right, I think I've seen enough, but I'm here. I just want to do my thing now. I've seen enough, though, of just everything in general. And I don't love it any less. I just see enough, you know? I want to engage in more positive things in my life, since it's guaranteed to be negative unless I take narcotic to delay, to defer pain. That's where life has gotten me, too. I mean, without that, I probably have none of it before. And you ain't gotta be no scientist or anything. Science is scary. Morphine is 1, hydromorphone is X4. I mean, measuring cups aren't scary, are they? Because if it is, then maybe this life isn't for you. I can translate what I need to translate and not get confused and overdo it. And I'll be teaching the world this side of the opiates. I'll be teaching you what it's like to be called a junkie. What it's like, man. What it's like to be looked at as a criminal. I'm just doing what I need to do, man, so I ain't stay miserable. Doing what I can, you complaining, trying to have a good day. We'll just feel like, you know, the worst on earth. You gotta pop some pills to ease the pain. You ain't living my life, so just let me do it. I pop pills, it makes you angry inside. Oh well, man, no one cares. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? No one cares, homie. It's not an epidemic. Look at your calorie limit. Now there's something we need to be concerned about. Why don't you focus on the bad eggs instead of the responsible? Damn, homie, I'll be laying bread, making money till I'm dead. Smoking this hookah, lay my head. First plate comes, then serves them. Drive this road of insanity. I got what it works. Sounds like I cruise in a $500 hearse. But backfires. It sounds so good. We got candy. It's your choice. Damn, this song banging, homie. Boop, banging. I'm gonna get sick of these. I know it. There'll come a time in the life when I can't stand these tracks. I'm gonna make all my songs like 4 words. You guessed it. It's a new project I'm making. Not because I'm lazy. I've seen a few songs out there that got 4 words in them. I'm gonna do a whole album, man. I'm gonna do a bunch, see if I can get them stuck in your head. That's the mindset when I come up here. I'd be like, gotta repeat it so it's catchy. Now this one you be catchy and flashy. Flashy catch. This girl, do a flashy catch. Flashy catch. Your lunch, kid. Lunch meat. On next hour of couldn't follow the rules under the social lives and conditions, and you know I could burn at the stake because you ain't laughing at the joke like me. That's not how you do it. That's not how you say the Pledge of Allegiance. Get your ass up here before I give you 15 lashes. You know we only want one way only. That's the devil talking right there. Devil, I tell you. We don't want the devil in our house. There's one and only one. You ain't living this way. Communism. one way, man. I need $1 wherever I go, man. Yo, look at me, I'm communism, man. Coming soon. You want it, you wanted it. Now you got it. You got what you want. Oh, you never think about it, eh? But it's something you always wanted. Oh, man. So I guess you don't think very much, do you? Maybe this is a learning lesson that you should think more. Because, I mean, North Korea is communism. Do you support North Korea? They're a beautiful country and a beautiful leader. Beautiful people. They are a beautiful way of living. They're like a social trial. You know, just different ways of living. We're just chilling, man. Chilling with my homies. Because doing drugs is okay and smoking weed is aight. My grandma even smoked it with me. She ain't got a problem. Every time Christmas comes up, everyone's like, hey, can I smoke it too? Yeah, I mean, if one way of living was that, then one way of living. One way of living. You scared, homie? You scared of my one way of living? Get out of here before I put my shotgun and shoot you trespassing. One way of living. Better. One way of living. Get off my property. Dude, slave yourself for your boss. Slave yourself at the corner. What's the difference, bro? I mean, I don't support either, but you're still like slaving, aren't you? So I don't mind giving you those long ones. Kind of, you know, like the after show. We give you the after show tonight. I don't see any reason not to, you know. Let me smoke more balls and I'll switch everything over. You know, we'll do the videos tonight. I'm gonna leave you off with some videos of this whole season that seem to go by so quick. Like, we got so much to do. There are a few days just cut and dry, and then there are other days that we just sit back here and waste 10 hours, and then we leave it up to another day. Damn, man. Breaks on that side. And I leave it up to some other day. Like everything, every time you see me in here, most of the time, majority of the time, practicing my radio skills. We practice. So we record my skills in the same quality that you're looking at it. Take an identical picture. It's cut up into 30 seconds. And just like my music, you do the same with our videos. Video sits on a RAID 6, and so does the audio on a RAID. Well, you see, we got 11 terabytes free. Like, damn, how's he do that? That's with 10 drives right there. 10. Figure we go 10 drives with one bunch of little files. So they got an 8 gigabyte. I mean, I deal with a lot of little files, and that's what cache is for. I think it works. The system works. I keep on hearing on the internet how Windows 7 is coming to an end. So I may have to, I'm just upgrade Windows 10, get it over with. I just don't like all the extra mess because I don't need it. But there's some pretty cool stuff about Windows 10. So if I'm ever missing for a whole day or so, that machine is 50. Like, you can do some cool stuff with Windows 10. Like, I'll give you that. You got your virtual machines. You can run Windows inside of Windows. You can run. I never do that because I got my own machines back there. But say if I wanted to. I mean, this machine would be the machine to do it since it's got RAM, CPU, GPU, and can't Windows 10 achieve all of that in a box. And I've had Windows 10 before, and it was okay. I didn't mind it. Been hearing better things about it. It used to be real shit. I got my backups going on next month. I'm sure I could restore. Maybe not. I mean, it's not a lot of programs. Everything I saved is not really on parent drive, on RAID drive. So if I do lose my main SSD, not a big deal programs. So let's get the party started. Smoke a few more bowls here before I go. Ain't got no, still missing my battery pen. I misplaced it. I didn't look too hard for it. I was like, oh shit, I can't find it. Yeah, my ass hurts. Do a few more rips. Probably gonna lay there at the ceiling for 30 minutes. Because really, like, it's my medication that I take all the time that allows me to be here. Like, I couldn't do it. Pain would be so much in my face all the time, and I'd be like trying to stretch. And I can tell when it wears off. Got 2 different time pills. Take like every 12 hours. So got 3 during the day. And usually that during the day will last over the night. I don't wake up in pain anymore. I was on 4 milligram hydrochloroquine sometimes a day, and they added the new one. Yes, it's safe. Take these new safe drugs now. Never thought it's safe. It's still a narcotic, but I don't care, right? Every word for it. Morphine. They'd be like just back in the day when I was morphine, I'd be like hospital type of shit. Yeah, there's an outpatient brand too. Hospitals got more IV and the outpatient, so like they send you home after surgery. Usually you take the stuff that I'm on when they send you into surgery, open heart surgery or something. They would give you this kind of stuff because it really does help. I'm amazed at what drugs can do. And they do limit it. They surely don't give you any more than you need. I'm at 88 milligrams, 90 is allowed. Yeah, you can do it real bad. My mix currently, I had to move away from the morphine brand because itching. I took extended release 12-hour pill, so it itched, and my body developed like an allergy, not a tolerance, but allergy. So I had a reaction when I tried doing it once, and it's for all the low doses anyway. 9 milligrams is a limit that barely takes away all your pain, and you can focus on life. Because my pain is real bad. Like whatever maximum your brain can receive, like at it, and there's no way around it. And that's the pain. Pain where it drives you back to bed and fidgeting, trying to find the right spot, below your back, cause pressure. You know, it's horrible time. Don't want anyone to go through it. But since I'm glad I get my 88 grams lifestyle. But the journey God taking me through is a love and a hate journey. Like, I understand, I accept it. You know, it is what it is. I ain't gonna fight, but I do have somewhat of a choice of continuing to do what I love. Not so long enough before. But I used to ban doing this. Now my system is more virtual. I've had successful. Made it so it will continue to work on my bad days. This really, you know, I'm glad I have no loss now, so I'm not crying my eyeballs out over everything I say. That used to be the case a few months ago. And I thought antidepressants were choice. So there are some people that are going through so much stuff, they got no choice but to go on it. Like, it will drive great round. And you start appreciating life and realize life isn't forever. And change happens during suffering. Good way to change. At least for me, got changed at my worst time. And this back thing, they want to take out my heart for now. Thank God. 9 years of this, I've been suffering. So please send your prayers. I'm currently in a new doctor, figuring out if heart relations will work. But first, we're gonna take out the hardware. This is the doctor, I guess, that either says, can we take out the hardware, or we need to stick with heart relations. Heart relations is where they burn the nerves with lasers. It like draws down your back spine in between points, edges. It's all crazy. You know what they're doing? Like under live X-ray, they can look up at a screen and they can their needle. That's the kind of stuff. You know, the camera needles up my spine, finding the area where it's sending the brain pain. And they try to disable it with gel, nerve blocker. they call it. And if it's just nerve coming from like a butt cheek, something, God know your misery, then I'll go in and they'll like heat up the area or burn it, though it's not sending your brain pain. That's what articulations are. And for most people, they help. But now this doctor's saying that they're going to do a steroid injection trial, and those are interesting because they want to see when they pump your vertebrae sac like a balloon, they pump it up with a fluid that is pain medication. So they pump up your crushed area basically with a gel, and they want to see how long it takes for it to leak out by the hour, and you rate the pain by the hour. And if it stays there, then that means that the problem is only, like that's good. Helping you getting slow pain relief right inside there, so they're pumping it, jamming. It's full of steroid and pain medication, so they keep it in one area. That's good. They pump that shit up like a steroid. But my case, it leaks out. So I had a ruptured disc. That's what the whole thing began with. And now I got a mild bulging disc. And the other ones are mildly, no way, I got a mild slip disc and a mild bulging one. It's crazy, right? And a slipped disc. So there's like 5 things going on top of this problem that I've been facing for so many years. And even if they take out the hardware, you still got these disc bulges you got to deal with. And if they replace it with some other hardware, which they just take it out, put some other little things in there, really not the same. Something else. So they like damages above and below. And that's exactly what they said would happen way when I began processing. At the time, I was like, I don't care. I just want to help something. So that desperate thought, I gave myself, you do that in desperate times. I thought that would help you. And honestly, it put me on the road here. And if I hated my back pain so much, then I would also hate the life I've got. So I got to praise my flaws, because the flaws are what got me my gift. So that made me reach the good and bad side. Like good time here. Let's sit down. LGCD full free. Yeah, so I got some brand new Derpy Poison. Yeah, right, so this is what it is. Search at CJ001. We got a goal of 300. So every 7th album is a freestyle one. We got 3, 7, 14, 21 gone already. But our primary goal here is instrumentals, simple loops that I could talk over when being a radio DJ and host. Wait, this thing will load up here. 50 brand new tracks coming for you. This album is called Full-Time Dancer. Full-Time Dancing because it's 3 hours and 30 minutes long. You can buy this album for $2 when it comes out. If you ain't got $2, you can head over to my Twitter account and scroll through there until you find the Media Fire, not the old music one, but it's for, I have the zips up there, and I still haven't updated them, so soon they will be updated with the correct information, but you can get it free there as well. So you got no excuse to not be jamming out to these instrumentals during a party. You got 0 reasons to bitch. I figured all of you out, and there will be no more bitching allowed. I'm done with pictures. Pictures is a time-wasting experience. Wasting my life away listening to people bitch, man. I need to stop bitching. How do you think your mom views you as a constant bitcher? 3 hours and 24 minutes. That's what it is, man. Can't help my sexiness. It's straight up sexy, man. Stop bitching. Stop bitching. Stop bitching. Stop bitching. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to listening to LGCD 438.1. Stop bitching. It's the second recording of the season. Busy making gold balls, striking a pose. You ain't the dog, down on your knees and say please. Suck this big old D automatically. Your legs get weak. Start shaking. My autograph. Can't believe. We in the same room together, but homie, we are girl. About my girl, full carrot diamond ring. Look at yours, little gold ring, nothing on it. Yeah, your brother love. We be banging. These 4 times a week, getting it on. Stop bitching and do something about it, man. No problem. Did your mom teach you anything at all? Teach you how to wipe your ass? When we were in PE class, gym class, and I wasn't trying to look, but your boxers or whitey tighties were sprawled out on the floor, and we're all wonders whose streaks those were. I'm not trying to bitch, but I can't look at you the same way anymore, man. You're the guy with the poop streaks. How does that make you feel? Man, we got some Derpy Poison this evening. Gentlemen, out to CJ020. Our theme is stop bitching. Stop bitching about what happened to you. You hear me all day talk about how bad my back is. Maybe an hour from an 8-hour day, you may hear me bitching. But we are working on stop bitching. That is a horrible habit. Close to picking your nose and cleaning out your ears with your Honda Park keys you got at a garage sale for half price. Because that's why you ain't rich, man. You was damn near bitch. You've been bitching for all these years. And, you would think that you would learn from your own bitchiness. But here we are in 2019, still ain't shit, bitching. And you think that looks good on your resume. Page full of bitch. So you want to play the sorry card. And yeah, life sucks. But does it really? I think you suck. Probably the only reason why you got that job. Because you moved your jaw. And what do you think about music, man? Am I bitching? Now you never hear me bitch. We on go with Malvo's poster board against Tupac. I hear bitches say, wow, Justin is damn good. I should stop. Especially if you bitch enough, you probably make people go through PTSD that you created. You're a genius when it comes to mental disorders. Do you know that? Geniuses only apply. I got 21 goddamn albums, homie. I really want to know what makes you so important that you feel you got a license to bitch. Please just stop it. I want to hear something positive come out of your trap. And that's just exactly what it is. When I go into your presence, it's a trap. Even though I like to make trap music and rap damn near perfectly to a trap beat, I ain't the one bitching, man. You jealous as shit. You can't handle that because I got a bad back and on my off time, he's swinging my dick right 3 hours a day. That's the reason why I'm a big dick bastard. I ain't bitching. Bitch, I work for everything everything that I got. I worked for this keyboard. I worked for this chin. I worked for this single layer chin. I worked for, my one pack. I worked my ass off, no homo, without bitching to make an impression. When I think of you, I think of a bitch because all you do is bitch. Please just stop bitching. Is that all what you're here for? Do you think Jesus, the Master God, is happy that he put you here to cause all of us such a bitching problem? Like, I got my own problems, man. Why do you believe we need to hear your bitch ass bitching about your bitch ass life that happened to you? So what? Like, you ain't unique. You ain't all that in a bag of chips. I am. I got a resume that says I'm unique. I got a resume that says I can do it. All I ever hear come out of your mouth, besides bitching, is how much you can't do it and why there are so many roadblocks in front of your fat ass that, you're just going to bitch about why you can't do it. And now you don't even want our opinion, nor are you trying to get help. But, it spells and tries help. Thus, once your bitching session is over, did anything change? Let's offer you a solution. And let's see how long what the other person's got to think. And that's why you are where you're at right now. Maybe it's not our fault that you became such a bitch. Maybe it's your own fault that you fell in the trap of being a bitch. And Jesus will help you, but you gotta take the initiative. And you can't help anyone who doesn't want to be helped. You can't lead you to the light, buddy. Because all you think about is the dark. Jesus would be disappointed in me because I brought darkness into the group. I would be the bitch. He's like, damn, Justin's a big ass bitch bringing that bitch ass into our group. What the hell was he thinking? He's not thinking right, man. So I got shit talk on me because I tried to vouch for this bitch, and all they ended up doing was ruining Kumbaya moments. All they ended up doing was positivity went right. Our positivity Friday night that we all get together and everyone's positive no matter what. So I'm like, all right, so maybe these guys, maybe this person will enjoy this. Maybe they'll learn something. No, by the end of the night, we were all negative, and all of us hated life. We were complaining about how stoplights ain't turned green. We were complaining about how small your dick is. We've been complaining about how what happened here. It's our fault, right? Let me just save you from saying it. I'm sorry, bro, for messing up your night. I'm sorry, man, for me being another statistic that can't do it. I'm sorry, man, but I don't want to live a cookie cutter life, but I drive a Honda. So sorry, man, that I failed you. Is that too hard to say? Is it too hard for you to say that, man? You're gonna have to say that to Jesus once you get up to the heaven's gate. Still a practice on Friday night when positivity night comes around. We're all gonna tell each other some fake ass apologies. So we're just gonna practice. Oh, I'm sorry that when we had sex, my big giant dick spreading hypocrite. And you got so many problems that a psychologist and a psychiatrist would be some benefit. You gotta talk it out, man. You gotta work your brain exercises just like your gun skills and your knife skills and your bitch ass small dick skills. You gotta practice everything that no one wants to see. You just gotta grasp those skills and create giant bigger skills that aren't any interest for any group out there but you. Maybe that's a business idea. It's like farting in a car. You can do it, and yeah, it's loud, but everyone frowns on it. When you go to church, you're supposed to sit there and look forward. You can look side to side, and you don't have to bring a Bible, but you're supposed to. Are you just living life, or are you actually doing something? And doing something equals inspire other people to be like you. Would you want people to be like you? If the answer is no, then that's a huge effing problem. We'll go ask your mom or your daddy how you became such a victim in this abuse. How did you become so battered and lost? It's upsetting to me that people did this to you. And all I hear you say is you gotta bitch more because you can't take the word bitch. That just shows me what kind of person you are. You can't take this. Fine, go then, leave. You little brat, leave, you bitch. No one wants to hear your bitch, right? You can't even sit down and admit that you were just bitching. Like, I'm a winner all day long, all night long. Never hear me bitch. That's why we don't lose. We a constant winning, man. You hope you win. Now that my winning is just straight bars. Well, this room sucks. I'm gonna go to a different room. Go over here. Chill with my 21 peeps. Someone in the room needs medication today. That's what I suspect. Someone in the room needs their diaper changed. Right, so now we are in We Like Being What? No, I'm sorry. We are in Issues with Race 101. That's to get fucked up. Yeah, let's continue smoking up. Hope you're enjoying the show. Been working really hard. I'm putting this one together for you. Been doing my research. So we're gonna continue smoking here. Durban and poison, the lucky drug of the day. Along with, I know you don't know me. You don't know where I come from, man. Well, do you? Maybe you do know. And I'm just missing the entire freaking point. On another note here, when I've been listening to these, I'd be putting them in folders. So eventually on YouTube, there'll be a playlist for smart ass talks. How we were talking. I consider that smart ass talk. I'll have a playlist for bio. So any kind of bio stuff, you go there, like wise talks, like grab an umbrella when it's raining outside. Some real genius type of shit. I'll be talking about rap school. So I thought I would put stuff into those. Sorry it's taking me so long to get all this YouTube videos up there. It's really up there, but it's not formatted in a way that you can constantly enjoy. So, on my time off, then I'm trying to figure this out because I am going to be here for a while. And the name CWSPOD, that name is perfect, but really it's the worst name that a company could have. It is unpronounceable for any electronic device to understand what you're saying. So even right down to the logo of CWSPOD, I can't come up with a logo, and I'm just struggling with that part. But we got all these videos here. So I do play them, but you guys are really missing it, and I'm trying to speed this whole thing up and get caught up. and have a real system down. So we got a real system down. It's just critiquing it at the moment. So what I've been thinking about. And I could start releasing these albums under a different name. But again, like we got Love Just from Perry out there, CWSPOD. So we got 2 different albums out. However, I really do like Smoking Mountains now. So far away from where I used to be. Let me go from some big thinking for me at the moment. This is happening in this room. Still blasting everyone's scams. Just lame, yo. Try to get the head high. Practice our writing. You notice I'm trying to alter it. I'm trying to rhyme more consistently. Like dog's got a bone, mom's bone, it's all possible. So you want a bone, getting it down, getting down. And then we were working on adding our choruses. A lot of times when I come up here, I'll be practicing that. Yesterday we've been working on our auto-tune as well. See our new desk up here. We're gonna see it. New setup. So after CJ020, possibly tomorrow or the next day, we're gonna start working on CJ022. It may take us 3 weeks to do. That's what this 2 weeks or so. Making video tutorials of how bosses do it. So you can be inspired. There's more ways to screw in a light bulb than just one. I don't know what you were taught, but device perception is much better than grandma's old one-way looking ass. This is what 4K looks like. Can't wait to get more albums out so I can go buy a real, like, 4 expensive 4K cameras just to broadcast to YouTube. Can't wait, man. Replace these cheap-ass $400 GoPros with a $4,000 camera. Can't wait till I actually get this audio and video syncing down. So it's no longer plaguing us. Can't wait, man. Got 5 video editors installed on my PC. So, like, we're gonna fix it one way or another. Determined. Ain't bitching. Stop bitching years ago. And that's why, you know, I'm a damn king. Because you can't deny, man. 21 albums is a lot. That's above average. It's the average amount. We should Google that. The average amount. How many albums do the majority of musical artists have? Right into Google. See if it knows what I'm speaking of. Which bands and singers have released the most albums? I will be in this list eventually someday. Let's see. Paul Weller released his 11th studio album last year and 42nd album of his career, including The Jam. 42 albums. Given the first one came out in 1977, The Modfather is currently averaging over an album a year, although admittedly some of them are compilations. Still, by some standards, Weller is actually pretty lazy. Here are a few artists who put one of the hardest working men in music to shame. Mark E. Smith and the gang have released 100 albums in total, including 30 studio albums, 30 live albums, 35 compilations, 5 half studio and 5 half live. It's a remarkable level of consistency, considering the band's lineup changes roughly every 5 minutes. As Mark E. Smith once famously said, if it's me and your granny on bongo, it's a fall. Frank Zappa. The legendary weird Frank Zappa has released 119 albums with 100 studio albums, 13 compilations, and 6 rock, album, opera, and bootlegs. 38 of those albums were released after his death in 1993, with another Dance With Me released next month. Johnny Cash, to date, the man in black, has released a jaw-dropping 167 albums, although 104 of those are compilations, making him the official compilation heavyweight champion of the world. Cash has also managed to churn out 55 studio albums, on top of presenting his own TV show, playing shows for prisoners, and leading a life worthy of an Oscar-winning film. Remember that the next time you think you're busy, Buckhead, you'd be forgiven for thinking a man who wears a KFC bucket on his head wouldn't be particularly enterprising. But Buckethead is ridiculously prolific. It must be all that chicken. Since 1992, Old Bucket has knocked out 166 albums, a feat even more impressive by the fact could make a legitimate claim to be being the most prolific musician ever. Although some would argue his noise isn't really music. Have a listen, you'll see what we mean. Anyway, Merzbow has released, wait for it, 418 albums since 1980. That's a release every month, 35 years. That includes a phenomenal 279 studio albums and 74 live albums. Assuming each album is 40 minutes long, that's about 278 hours of music. Nana Mouskouri, Mouskouri, who is the world's best-selling female singer? Madonna, Beyonce, Lady Gaga? Nope, and nope. It's Nana Mouskouri, a Greek songstress who's still active at the ripe old age of 80. She sold over 300 million albums worldwide. She's also possibly the most prolific musician of all time, although it's hard to find an actual figure. It's estimated she has made 450 albums in total. Even more impressively, she recorded in 15 different languages. I will not get up to her status, so I am in the top 100. There's the list, ladies and gentlemen. There is your freaking list. I ain't bitching, but you are, because you wish you could be on some list. Like, I'm probably in the top 25, let's be fair, man. There's probably other people out there, but we're actually going through the royalty. Like, we're actually producing albums and submitting them. We're not like, hey, I just got another one done today. And now, like, these are real things that are registered by BMI, performing rights, and ASCAP, involved in everywhere. And my thing is, well, I'm glad I found a list. This is the first time I've seen a list. And it's nice that I'm on that list. You can dislike me all you want. Facts are, I'm on that list. Probably other lists out there. We can really tally them up and see if I'm in the top 100, but I bet I am. I'm in the top 100 prolific. What does prolific mean, man? It means present in large numbers or quantity. Plentiful. Quite a plentiful musician. So go check out Urban Dictionary. Anyway, so it just means, here. He was a prolific composer of operas, of an artist, author, or composer producing many works, of a sporting player, high scoring, a prolific home run hitter, of a plant, animal, or person producing much fruit or foliage or many offspring. In captivity, tigers are prolific breeders. He was enormously prolific, writing 263 solo cantas in aras. I was reading that these were the best investments to get into. How long do royalties last? Check this out. The person who composed that song, however, is entitled to the exclusive rights to their music and appropriate royalty payments for their entire life and a further 70 years after their death. A total of perhaps 120 years. Not a bad investment, yeah? Let me take a picture of this. Put that on my Twitter. How long do royalties last? Zoom up and take a picture. All right. Damn, yo. It would have taken me probably an hour back in the day to do that. Damn, so let's try to get this head high. Let's practice. I guess I'm all talked out about stop pitching. We're on to our next phase at Wadri Studios. Nah, I think so. That worth a laugh. I wonder how many bitches they said. Someone's gonna count it. Know it. How many bitches? Can someone in the audience count how many times I said the word bitch in LGCD438.1? That game was called Stop Bitching. Can anyone in the audience? And that is the ultimate answer that you have to apply when helping other people. Because it would be nice if there was one God, but I also learned what it was like to have communism. And maybe a diverse selection is good. And it's always our beliefs that get us into trouble. So by me recognizing that beliefs are individually unique, but we go to church and we learn as a group, and we hopefully in our brains we're like, yeah, we're going to the same place, but in all honesty, they're going to their own version of it. Because I'm like, yo, does heaven got tits? Like, can I still get pizza in heaven? I heard an ICP song where they were like, heaven is about bitches or something. I forget what it was, but it was a great song. What was it? It was off of their Great Malenko album. It was a great track. Jammed it out on repeat for weeks. But ultimately, like truth, that's why there's no one set value of truth except for 2 + 2. Like simple truths in that matter, but name Johnny's top 5 qualities. We're going to ask 100 of his best friends. These are Johnny's true top 5s. We're going to ask 10 of his closest friends. Which person do I believe? And that's where it gets messy for me, because I accept your version. You've been through some horrible shit and life done a beating on you, but it's not my place to judge. And in my personal experiences, because we learn from our personal experiences, that's why I don't like to judge people. Because, you ain't going to be friends long, especially with that kind of communication skills. And something may bad happen to you when you're not looking, because you be on that type of mindset. And instead of just, I accept you for who you are, and because, there are rights and wrongs. Like, I should not have sex, and when I get ready to bust, pull out and come all over my pillow. That would not be a cool thing for me to do at all, just in any place. Yeah, I couldn't do it, but that's not a cool reality. Walking into that mess, at least that's a mess that I could help myself with. Like, I don't have to rub my face in my own sperm if I don't need to, but what is making me create such a nasty habit? I don't know why, everyone, but it's so embarrassing. It's not really, I'm just making it up just for the story's sake. But I have an addiction to having sex with my wife, pulling out and busting over my own pillow so I can smell my own cum. Because in the morning, it's all gone, it's crusty and dried and it fell off. So it's clean for the next day. I have a huge addiction laying in a cum, crusted and infected. I can't get over it. Help me. Help, I have an addiction. Like, that could be an addiction. Like, if people really did that, they would have Jerk on Pillows anonymous talk sessions of how maybe you could come up with other coping situations that would bring, maybe hide your pillows. We gave one suggestion to a guy that he should lock his pillows in a drawer before he has sex with his wife and try to have sex on a bed, or on a couch. Do you still reach for how about a pillow? Like, yeah, I need to bust out a pillow, and if it's not the pillow, I'm going to come all over something that we use a lot, like the remote control. I was like, oh, okay, so this really is a problem, isn't it? Yeah, man, it's out of control. No one wants to come to my house and chill because it's things like cum. I have a huge problem, and I keep on coming over everything. My computer screen is disgusting, but to me, it's beautiful art. When I am busting over the floor, I have to rub my nose in it. I have an addiction to just being disgusting. It will help the neighbors be secure, because it hasn't happened in 45 years. Let's just start talking about it again so we can, train you. Because you're so bitch ass bored in your life that you need to go, watch some streaming shows after this guy just got this whole idea back in your head like an addiction. Now you're obsessed with it. You have a mental illness rising out of control, manifesting thoughts. You got bipolar at its finest. Okay, copycat definition. Especially in children's use. So this guy was 65 years old, talking like he's a child. A person who copies another's behavior, dress, or idea. Denoting an action, typically a crime carried out in an imitation of another. Copycat killings. So yeah, that's stupid, man. He didn't learn anything in his age, 35 years. That's how I see the situation. Yeah, it's a sad situation, but stop freaking talking about it. If you really want to get away from those drugs you're on, stop going to NA meetings, because it ain't doing you any favor. But you got hot outside doing a line with your dick in the hand, trying to jerk off because you stink too bad, and you'd rather get high than take showers. So now the judge puts you on mandatory NA, which just gets you worse. You got the addiction of sniffing a line and jacking off close to a busy street. Bicycle cops fight you, homie. Now you ain't got no choice. And let me guess, it's the judge's fault. Oh, wait, let's go even lower. It's the cars. If the busy street wasn't even there, it's the person who built the street. No, it's the governor's fault, because didn't they pay for the street? Yes. No, it's the person who came up with the idea of why there needs to be a street there in the first place. Let's go back in that time and point the finger at them for why you got your addiction issues. Does that make sense, doesn't it? And that's why you're in AA, your batteries ran out, trying to look for affection and a recharge, because you're too busted to figure out common sense of things that you shouldn't be doing. Maybe once. You need to do it again, though. You started one line. You ain't getting another line. Nope. Ain't gonna look good on your resume. Because that would be a problem for you, wouldn't it? And let's just do a good decision making here for a second. Do you walk in front of a car when it's moving, or do you wait for the car to stop and then walk across the street? Depends on if you want that insurance check. There are two kinds of people in this world: one who walk out in front of the bus and hope to gain something from it, and one who waits for the bus and lets the bus do all the work to get them to their point A to B. Oh, and there's the bus driver. Oh, there's also the person who cleans the bus, and there's a person who built the bus. So it's not just two people. Get our shit. Please up. But we got it because I'm aware. I ain't bitching, so I can notice stuff like that. That's what I gain. He's a badass. He's a badass though, man. Let me put this in front. I got a badass life. Life rocks. I enjoy it. Yeah, bad bitch. I'm in control of this switch. Call 911. It's my deliveries number 1. 1-1. Run you out of this town. Homie, I be wearing a crown. Just sit down. Baddest bitch in the industry. Right, you be looking at Wadri. Kicking his flows. Credit win studios. Damn, did it get cold. The buffer is on overflow. He keeps on feeling doing his overtime. Rapping you to sleep, but you awake and we on eats. Yeah, ooh. Hope you get rapping practicing when I'm high and drunk. The only time I can sit here and feel good. Most of the other shit, I be in pain, wishing I was back in bed. So I don't know what you mean by 64 gigabytes or 100. I was thinking 256. I got 128 right now. Power in video game show. If there is wireless connectivity under that would be so easy to copy over what I just did and go back on the remote control, push back button, let it refresh the whole page. Like it again. That amazing me. How far we've come. The reason why I took all this stuff off over here is because I don't want to make it so difficult to get behind there. So eventually, you won't see wires and you won't see this mess. It'll be an area that I can easily go back there to fix anything if I ever needed to. It's taken me 8 months breaking it in. I've been watching more videos on YouTube about cabling. I never went to school or anything, so I figured out what a balanced cable was, and I can teach that one is. So balance basically one of these, an XLR, and the reason why these produce better quality is one is a ground and the other two are sending the same signal out, and I believe they're half phase, so they're out of phase, and when they come together, and the reason for that is because they offset the issues and that prevent noise from getting in. So when you have a cable like this that is producing the hum signal, but when you adjust the signal just a bit, you can cancel out that, can cancel out. Cozy on out of here eventually. You get my mindset right, so I have motivation to leave. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll still jam here for a bit, but I don't need to get my nights and days switched up. If nothing's going on, like my wife don't need me, I think we could be watching a movie or something. We're watching this Hulu thing about Tupac called Unsolved. This is the whole series about solving Tupac and Biggie. Tomorrow will be on the 3rd episode. See you there, man. Right now you're listening to a bunch of random things I've done over the years. Random radio, never the same. Always hot bars, never quit, never get boring. Especially when you got Justin DJing. So what you're listening to is basically everything for future CDs. It's supposed to be freestyle only, stuff like this. Get wrong folder, we just carry it over. Sometimes we get commercials in there. Shouldn't be anything bad in there, but so this has been, like I heard it once and I was like, damn, that's pretty hot. Sometimes it was just blocks of pages, like I scan quick of what it was. But then we sit here and then we delete the bad stuff. And in the end, after a few months of doing this, your collection is tight. You're always doing this, so your collection's never tight. Tight mess. Today was LG CD 438.1. Stop bitching. Apologize if I offended anyone. I will offend myself when I listen to it and hear how many times I swore. How many audience I won't reach as I swore. Alright, so this app we used down here was Riffer for iOS. And this app we used up here was Blockswave. I never say it right. Yeah. BLOCS. To get my loops and to quickly do it. Hooked up to a Sonic port here. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be hooked up to this new gear. Just need to move some shit and they'll fall from somewhere. Anyway, you guys take care. This stream will keep on going for a few more hours before we shut it down. Maybe on this stuff here. And then we'll see. I might open it back up and play some videos. Got a lot of stuff to do. Like here or there, I'm working. Especially when I'm broadcasting. Like I'm here. Except for like when it's on random. I could be sleeping, but it's like I'm here doing something to better myself. 16 bars. So this should be easy. Because then eventually what it does going on here, I recorded a few today, but let me show you. So you got... So this is what we're doing today. We did already quite a few tracks. We're going to keep the sound effects off as we're traveling through here. So let's begin. We got some smoke back here right behind you. You see it? But until then, I'm going to use this camera to get us all, so I can show you how to do it. So you can be a pro with me. Right. So usually, like I've been trying to get away from the percussion. Percussion's really getting to me. So I want to make music with no percussion. And until we get our beat library started, we're just going to make our samples. So these are all of my samples that I made, and it just goes on. And then you can just drag and drop. Y'all know that one is. Some of these need to be deleted because you can hear the effects travel through and stuff. Wow, 3 hours. So to go by my rules, we have an hour left. We feel we need to escape somewhere. At least do an hour to make 4 more on the recorder. Let's get high. I feel like I haven't been high since we've been doing this. And, so let's just get busy. Get busy, man. Put you on my main cam. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here in the studio this evening, given 1 hour left of this Fantastics. So we're gonna spend it getting high. That's what we're gonna be doing. Then I'm gonna go home high. Hell yeah, man. Yo, boss, why don't you fix me up one of these too? Did a good job today. No matter what you say. Did a good job today. That's why I will go home believing no matter what you say. You got no whole bars over me, man. You got nothing to hold me down. You got my vocal cords to give you nightmares to hold you down. Because you know I'm better than you will ever be any day. You need to bow down and admit great ones when you see it. If you're unable to do it, it is a sure sign of disrespect. And are you in the disrespect generation? You must understand who the hell you are with a quick mental health checklist. How are you feeling today? Feeling fine? Yes. You ever feel like hurting yourself? All the damn time. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, I got 21 albums out. That feels great. All I need to do is type in the description and leave it there, bro. Wadri and I taking you to the top. So we should just put more stuff in there. I think I really burned that bowl up and not paying attention to what I was doing. I'm very unsanitary with my bongs. You will notice that. I mean, not unsanitary like there's mold, but it probably takes me a week and a half to change my bong water and the simple shit like that. Like I'm lazy. Maybe not my early days would I ruin a materialistic thing, but I don't praise it. I can go to the store and get another one. No need to be kind to it. I don't know what you cheapos are doing over there. Saving a buck or two, trying to have manners. F manners, man. Who needs manners? Like the show. No one likes a dude with manners. They're boring. Like five hours at least a day. They're in they're bored.